Week 3, the wheat of life, the good seed, the salt of the earth, the light of the world, and the fishers of men. Week 3, Day 3, Morning Nourishment, Matthew 13:24. Another parable he set before them, saying, The kingdom of the heavens has become like a man sowing good seed in his field. Matthew 13:38. And the field is the world, and the good seed, these are the sons of the kingdom. David was zealous to build a temple for God. His desire to care for God and love God was accepted by God, but his intention and determination to build a house were rejected by God, who immediately sent Nathan the prophet to David to ask, Is it you who will build me a house for me to dwell in? God rejected David's good intention. No matter related to our service to God should be determined by us. It is right for us to love God, but God does not want us to think about doing something for Him. Our heart to serve Him is acceptable, but our decision to do something for Him is not acceptable. God said, Is it you? It was not up to David to decide whether or not to build the temple. God replied to David, Jehovah declares to you that Jehovah will make you a house. As if to say, David, you do not know what you're saying when you speak of building me a house. It is I who will build you a house. Today's reading. David was one who truly feared God. He was not like some Christians today who build the church whenever they please. Such people think that as long as they have money and a heart, they can do what they want when they want. In David, however, we see one who feared God. Although he had the opportunity, saw the need, and had the ability to build the temple for God, he stopped. If something is initiated by man, God will say, Slow down. When man's initiation ceases, God initiates and gives a command. When we read the Bible, we must see the light in this example. In the matter of service, no one can initiate anything for God. There is no limit to how much we should love God or turn our heart toward Him. What God demands of us is our love and our heart, but we cannot overstep the boundaries. God is the one who decides, and we must wait. When He gives a command, we can work. We should love God and wait for His command. We should seek His will and wait for His revelation. Just as the slaves in the Old Testament loved their masters and allowed their ears to be bored through with an awl to a doorpost, we must focus on waiting for our Master's command. The confusion in Christianity is not caused by lukewarm ones, but by zealous ones. Out of their zeal for God, they built one chapel after another. Out of their love for God, they established one school after another. It is right to love God, but in spite of a proper love for God, many Christians are walking on the wrong way. We should only love God. We should not initiate anything for God. I truly admire David's condition before God. If David did not fear God, he might have thought, What are you talking about? I am in the palace. I have both money and authority. There is a need, and I want to cooperate by taking action. Is this not God's will? Because David feared God, however, he did not react to Nathan. Rather, he stopped. It is not a small thing to stop. Sister M.E. Barber said, Whoever cannot stop working for the sake of God cannot work for the sake of God. David knew that God needed a temple, but when God's word came to him, he immediately stopped his work. The ability of David not to work for God shows his spirituality. If we were David, could we have stopped? Opportunities will come, but God's word may also come, saying, "Do not do anything, slow down, change your plan. Only my decision counts." Many who are zealous for God cannot hear such a word. This is the reason many workers of God cannot work for God. May God open our eyes.